Good Neighbors International Philippines is a humanitarian and development organization that originated as a non-profit, non-governmental organization in 2008. Good Neighbors conducts community development projects to create a community where children are happy and all members coexist in harmony. We plan and implement projects that respects the human rights of children based on our unchanging belief in human dignity. We stimulate our projects and expand our network by mobilizing the human and material resources of communities in field countries, encouraging them to actively engage in our project as an organized group of volunteers, partners, and community committees, and we conduct advocacy projects such as campaigns, government policies, and seminars to promote our projects and raise awareness of governments or the general public as part of citizenship education. The mission and vision of Good Neighbors Philippines envisions a country where people care and share with love for the welfare of every Filipino child. We strive in promoting the well-being of marginalized Filipino children through integrated and child-centered community development programs that create long-term positive change. Good Neighbors pursues the sustainable development of communities through empowerment, leadership, ownership, and the harmony with their environment. We have total 10 community development projects in the Philippines. These are the areas of where we work. Starting with our first CDP in Barangay San Isidro, Rodriguez, Rizal, and after, we have Southville CDP in Rodriguez, Rizal, Tingloy CDP in Batangas, and Gigmoto CDP in Catanduanes, Sagrada Familia CDP, Pugad Tibagin CDP in Hagonoy, Bulacan, Prieto Diaz CDP in Sorsogon, CDP in Eastern Samar, Kilagting CDP, Aguinaldo CDP, and Loganapan CDP in Laak, Compostela Valley. Now we have planned to open a new CDP in Barangay Bagong Silangan, Sitio Bacan. Good Neighbors implements community development projects through projects focused on education, health, water, sanitation and hygiene, income generation, and energy and environment. Every child has the right to education, development, and protection. Good Neighbors Philippines recognizes and promotes education through the provision of quality education programs focusing on early child development, social and life skills education, and teachers and parents capacity building program. GNIP also implements a comprehensive child protection program for children who are most vulnerable to violence, exploitation, and abuse. Health programs of Good Neighbors Philippines are geared towards providing quality health services to GNIP communities. This includes the provision of medical supplies, equipment, and services, the construction of community health centers, and the implementation of health awareness campaigns. About the water, sanitation, and hygiene program, Good Neighbors provides sustainable and equitable access to safe water and hygiene services in the community development project areas, including campaigns and constructions of hygiene and latrine facilities. Income Generation Program aims to build economic capacity and stability, contributing to an overall increase of families' economic condition. Aside from its economic objective, livelihood programs also develop the skills of its members while utilizing local materials and resources within the respective communities. Energy and environment sector provide access to renewable energy, proper waste management, and rehabilitation taking into account the environmental protection of areas where Good Neighbors cooperate. Aiming for disaster preparedness and rebuilding communities' resiliency, GNIP programs for DRRM includes risk assessment, installation of early warning system, and emergency responses. GNIP DRRM programs also include mainstreaming of CCAM, climate change adaptation and mitigation, into development plans to make communities and institutions disaster ready. Sponsorship program provides a system for sponsors to support children in good neighbor supported areas. While under the program, children are not just given materials and resources through item distributions, but they are also given access to more opportunities for quality education, good nutrition, and proper health care. In 2008, Good Neighbors International Philippines was established with the goal of improving the lives of Filipinos, especially of the children, through child sponsorship and community development programs. In 2009, we acquired registration from Securities and Exchange Commission as an international NGO and continue stepping forward to make good change for the world. In 2010, granted with official registration and license to operate by the Department of Social Welfare and Development, we established our first learning center and health center in Sitio Balagbag, Rodriguez, Rizal. 2011, GNIP put up 3 new community development projects, namely Southville, Rodriguez, Rizal, Tingloy Island in Batangas, and Gigmote in Catanduanes. We expanded our projects area to help reach children in isolated areas in the country. In 2012, the inauguration of GNIP Mom Center, a community center to serve as a venue for skills training, health improvement, and educational programs and developments for the community. On 2013, GNIP continues to grow by establishing health centers in Sitio Lukutan, Malaki, and Rizal, and Barangay Pisa in Batangas. On this same year, Typhoon Haiyan hits the country and greatly affected the lives of the Filipino. GNIP conducted emergency response through relief operation and psychosocial intervention. 2014, GNIP stepped forward by bringing in programs to address disaster vulnerability of the country. GNIP acquired membership to the Disaster Risk Reduction Network, Philippines and the Philippine NGO Coalition, and UNCRC monitoring. We were also granted with a certificate of registration and license to operate nationwide. In 2015, we formulated GNIP vision, mission, and core values to improve its mechanism for a better program implementation for the community. Furthermore, GNIP celebrated I-Like, a campaign for child rights, and implemented the Solar Energy Project, the RRM projects in the partnership with the World Food Program and Korea International Corporation Agency. 2016, opening of GNIP's local resource mobilization arm and continue its endeavors on community development projects. 2017, GNIP committed on bringing significant good change. We were recognized as partner in disaster resiliency by the Philippine Red Cross. We also launched the mobile library in La Compostela Valley. We built children capacity through conduct of KIDER correspondence workshop and participated in Asia Regional Aflaton program in China. 2018, GNIP constructed a community-based learning facility for indigenous people, which are the Babawan tribe in Barangay Longanapan, La Compostela Valley. The facility was established to primarily contribute in the improvement of the learning outcome of the IB children and adults. Secondary to that, the facility will contribute in reliving the culture, the indigenous knowledge and system of the tribe. It will also serve as a school of living tradition for the Libabawan tribe in the long run. The facility is in the partnership with DepEd and NCIP. Even until now, GNIP helped us to prioritize the rights of the children and to develop and support communities. Good Neighbors International Philippines Country Strategic Plan will be the direction of the organization in working with communities, families, and children for 2019 to 2021, which will focus on community development initiatives on child protection, education, health, water and sanitation and hygiene, livelihood, environment and disaster risk reduction, and management applying the human right-based, child-centered, and integrated community development approaches. To further help improving the lives of Filipino, GNIP also plans to open a new community development project area in Barangay Bagong Silangan, Quezon City. GNIP aims to improve the well-being of Filipino children through building sustainable partnership to empower families and communities. Let us help the children to see the bright side of our community.